A lot of times I'm driving, there's nothing to do, and I shuffle through the radio before I unglue. There's a lot of red on ways, it's traffic, I'm screwed, and I'm wired a bit different than a regular dude. It's not a bad thing, I embrace it, it's true. The radio don't stimulate brain chemistry fluid. The Buddha found nirvana and the Four Noble Truths. Through a meditative process, right action he proved. For me, I require the use of a tool, a detector, pin, pointer, shovel, and beach scoop. I'm meant to work the dirt with my history crew, but everywhere I look, my interest taboo. Most people choose Bieber over Tippy Canoe. What does a detectorist listen to when the radio is full of bad music and news? I need an alternative for me to peruse. Beyond Sight and Sound gets fantastic reviews. A metal detecting show where my thought bubble brews. Thank you, Josh Kimmel, for inviting me to a detecting dork out with guests like yours truly.
Are you looking for a high-quality beach and sand scoop? Are you trying to take your hunting to the extreme? How about an American-based company that stands behind their product and everything they sell? Then check out our friends over at XTREME Scoops. John has been making scoops for some time now and makes a quality beach and sand scoop to take your hunting to the next level. XTREME Scoops recently released their new sand shredder that works great in the water and on the beach. And if you're a new Equinox user, you may want to check out his Surfmaster X3 that can trap those small targets you new Equinox users are finding out there. XTREME Scoop's company approach is let's do it right. So do it right, buy it once, and go to the extreme. XTREMEScoops.com. That's XTREME scoops.com.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate shipshape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right, we're back. We're live once again. You are listening to Beyond Sight and Sound, metal detecting and treasure hunting radio for all the really cool digging people out there. Well, at least some of us are trying to stay cool. I see Raj is in, the Bills, the Bortners, Inmate 420. Looks like Shannon found her first wild silver today. Good job. Congratulations to her. We've got Chuck in the chat as well. Good to see him. I might have missed a few names, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. But I did see Ohio Relic Hunters say, detecting can wait. It's Sunday. Nice. Good. Definitely. So obviously we've got the links in the chat, in the description, usual suspects in the chat, in the description. We've got, obviously, our friends at Shooters and Prospectors, A.I.P, Extreme Scoops, DETECTEES.com, Ken, Mark, Darth, Buddy, and the gang doing a great job. We've got Terry Shannon's website, Nokta Makro website, Legend Update link. Midwest Refineries, we've got that in there. Don't forget Metal Detecting Central Illinois, I Treasure Hunters. Let's see, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound, All Metal Militia. And then we've got Detected Outdoors, All Metal Militia, Metal Detecting NYC, Ohio, Metal Detecting Crazy Spider Adventures, all on YouTube. And then there's also the links for Detect America. You can catch them on Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Frank, Steve, Ronnie over there on DA Live. You can catch Shelly and Dawn on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern with Can You Dig It? Simulcasting, Facebook, YouTube. We're here Wednesdays, Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Powers to be willing. As close to 8 p.m. as we can get. Sometimes we get a little fashionably late. What can I say? That's the way it goes. Either way, we've also got the link for the IMDA, which some people are probably wondering, wait a minute, isn't that the movie database? No, it's not the IMDb, it's the IMDA. It's the Illinois Metal Detecting Association. And tonight we've actually got John and Alan on to discuss with us some of the things going on with Chicago Dig Fest, which, if I remember correctly, is happening October 8th. So let's get them in here too. How is it going tonight, guys?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right.
Doing great too. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. And Alan was actually at the Swing Into Summer earlier this month, and if I remember right, he won himself quite a nice prize.
Oh yeah, I won the gold coin, a 2 peso gold coin.
Yeah, that
Thanks
was
to Chuck.
yeah,
Thank
that
you,
was
Chuck.
a nice prize. I bought into that one. I mean, I can't resist gold.
Neither
Definitely.
can I.
That was a nice one. There were a lot of good prizes, a lot of good people, a lot of good times, for sure. And John apparently was somewhere else. He was unable to attend or whatever, but we've got him on with us tonight. So I guess for those that are tuning in, let's start out and let people know, first you, John, and then Alan, how long have you been in the hobby, and how long has the IMDA been around?
Well, I've been in the hobby for, it was about 2 or 3 years after I came back from Iraq. I needed to get out and do something to relax the mind. I was watching these 2 crazy guys on TV jumping around, and they found stuff, and I was like, I want to do that. So that was, I returned in 05, so 08 is when I first started to actually start detecting.
Oh, well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And how about you, Alan?
I started in 79. My father bought a white 6000D coin master. He never used it a lot.
The old arm breakers.
I still have it. It works great. Still. I used it more than he did. Got busy working. Stopped for a while. Got back into it. And got heavier early 2000s to get back into it even more. And now it's no time for anything else, really, hopefully.
So what machine do you use now then, Alan?
The Equinox 800 when I'm here. I do go to England. I've been there 5 times. I was there this March, and there I generally use the XP, the Deus.
Nice. Any plans on updating to the Deus 2?
No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
Ah.
Because I'd only use it where from what I've seen from other people here, they're doing real well with it. So maybe.
Right? Yeah, they're killing it with that machine for sure.
Yes,
What about you, John? What machine are you running now?
Well, currently I'm running the 800 as well. I started off with the Garrett HE Pro, and then as I got into it, I got to learn a little bit more, and then I was introduced to the Whites Pro, and then I was like, okay, then that Whites became really super heavy, like it was killing my arms. So Ron, one of our friends from our club, who owns a metal detecting store here in Chicago, shameless plug, Windy City Metal Detectors.
I was going to say, Windy City.
Yeah, Windy City for sure. Ron's a great guy. He turned me on to the 800, and so now I go back and forth from the Garrett HE Pro to the 800.
Nice. Good machines for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And what brought about, who had the idea, I guess, who started the IMDA? What brought this all about?
Well, the IMDA is, it was an idea that we came up with. There's a couple of guys and myself went to Chazzy last year for the Big Stock.
Right.
In Chazzy, New York. And we were all part of a club called Midwest Historical Research Society. It's a long name for a metal detecting club, and metal detecting club wasn't in there. So it's kind of like, people, we're losing all these people, and we're not getting anybody new. Like when I started hunting, Ron Shore says, hey, I'm part of a club. And I said, really? Because I've been looking, I haven't seen anything in the Chicago area. And he told me the name. I'm like, well, how the hell am I supposed to know what that is? Metal detecting isn't even in the name. So
right.
it was Midwest Historical Research Society. It was actually developed by these 5 guys in 1968, and it was that way for a long time. And again, so we had gone off to New York, and they're looking for, as typical, they're looking for the same clubs, looking for a president. And I said, well, I was really hesitant, and it's a long ride from Chicago to Chazzy, and these 3 guys were just on me like white on rice. I mean, it was bad. I felt beat up. So I said, well, if I do it, we have to change the name. That would be the first thing. We'd have to vote on it, but we have to get metal detecting in our name. We tell people where we were from at the Chazzy, at the Big Fest, and they would say, oh, well, where's your building located? And it's like, that kind of put the nail in the coffin for the 4 of us that were up there. So we all definitely agreed that it has to be a name change. So we did. It's the same members. We actually increased we're up to 78 now. We used to have like 100 and something, and then, people move on and life happens.
Right. So, COVID hits.
We're starting, yeah, right. And people, their time comes to meet the maker. And so I don't know how to say that any softer, but yeah. So we're putting our name out there, and I'm pushing our name and trying to get us known. And, we've been traveling around into different clubs in Illinois. Alan and Steve Crunwell, they had gone to the swing, and we went to the I&I hunt, and met up with Casey and those guys up there, and they've been a real support. Casey's been
the Detecting the Heartland hunt, you mean?
Yeah, Detecting Heartland, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I say I&I? I'm sorry, I meant Detecting Heartland. I'm sorry,
because Swing in the Summer was the I&I hunt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a face for radio, but my mind is for SWAT right now. But yeah, okay. So Detecting the Heartland, we went up there, and we've known Casey for a while, and Casey and Mindy, they have our back with this. They try to help us out and give us a little bit of ideas, and I can bounce stuff off them.
Good people, good group.
That our old club was very contained. I feel, the personal thing. I felt they were kind of contained. I really didn't see anybody really reaching out. And one of my goals was that, this is a hobby. You know, it's a popularity contest for some, but if you keep it as a hobby and you treat it as a hobby, which it is, the amazing people that you can meet, you know, and the places that you can go.
Exactly.
And
what happened to let's just get out and have some fun.
Right. And I think that, you know, I mean, it's a business, right? But I think if we at IMDA, you know, at our club, if we keep that in mind, it's going to be better for everybody. You know, those that we meet, and look, we met you, and here we are talking to you. So, I mean, being open and nice and friendly to people, you get to meet people, you get to make new friends. So that's what it's about.
Right, yeah, the fines or the prices that may be won at these different events, that's all just icing on the cake.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's basically just going there for the fun and meeting everyone. Going out to all these hunts. And we've been going to other club meetings, too, in the same period of time also.
Oh,
yeah,
so
we've been traveling going like quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are really getting around.
Yeah, well, you're
trying to.
I mean, it's not like you can look in the phone book and get somebody's phone number anymore. You know, and
right,
right, and you can't call the operator and go, "Hey, give me this guy's number," because it doesn't work that way. So you know, you could do so much on Facebook, and then things get lost in translation because when I'm typing something in, when I'm leaving a message, you know, somebody can read it wrong, and they're like, "Who the hell is this guy? This knucklehead, you know, trying to come down here and trying to promote his club and take my guys away." But when you go there and you talk to them, they could see that. And we've been invited to 3 different events. They open arms, our club. Anybody that's a full paid member, they're having events, and we're invited to come down there. And I didn't expect that, but that's what it's about, right? It's about finding people and keeping this hobby going and making friends and going places together and finding cool stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like Alan's had quite a time at it.
Oh, yeah. A lot of
driving. Been doing this a while. Yeah. Certainly can't complain there. Now, with the Chicago Dig Fest, what brought this concept around? Because if
really didn't do much for the club. I'm sorry?
Keep going.
Okay, I hear you popping in and out, and I didn't know. Okay, so when we decided to become IMDA, one thing Alan and I have always discussed was, why don't we do a hunt? And I'm going to leave it to Alan. Alan can go ahead and he can explain the thoughts and the ideas we had.
The whole idea, again, is we go to the other hunts. We wanted people to be able to come to us also. Now, we have people that come in from all over just to dig with us in different parks and whatever. But we wanted to do a regular hunt just to bring a whole group of people around. So we were just trying to figure out where to do, what to do. So we figured for the first hunt, we want to make it very big, give away a lot of things, and then just keep it going year to year after that. So we started buying things for the hunt. And if you go on to the IMDA.club, which is our website, you'll see the pictures of everything that's going into this hunt. And you're going to be astounded if you really look at it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going into this hunt.
Yeah, and we're still adding stuff to it, too.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
As people are signing up, we've had people tell us that when they went through this, they think this is the largest amount of silver they've ever seen in a hunt from what they've seen so far. And we're trying not to use any clad whatsoever. It's all silver, except for the Roman bronze, which you can't get in the United States. Then we're doing the 3 ringers because you can't really get those up north very often. So we're trying to get of the entire.
I'm not sure where Alan went. He was there.
No audio whatsoever.
Okay, it looks like the call's still there. We've got some issues with the lines tonight. Apparently, I've been watching things here. The internet is going a little wonky on us, so we'll give it a minute and see if they can happen to get back in there. Let me see if I can find their call. I can find one of them. Let's see. No. We'll see what's going on. We'll try to get them back in. Okay, so we've got one of them back in now. All right. Now do you have us? Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah.
This is Raj.
Oh, well, how's it going, Raj?
It's all right, man. I just wanted to call in and throw in something of potential WoW interest that may or may not work, but I've got an iron in the fire for it. I was talking to John and Alan earlier this week about the pictures and some of the stuff that they had posted with the amounts of awesome prizes and things for the upcoming event. And the amount of silver that they were saying that they were going to put in there is, astounding compared to the norm. And I didn't know if it was feasible, and I got John's permission, so I sent a small email on What If Factor on a hope. I don't know if it's going to come through or not, but I got it out to Guinness. Because I was thinking, what if that's the biggest registered event for a seeded hunt, and what if the community could lean on that factoid and then get free PR and maybe, media or who knows what from that, and then get that documented. That might, really add to the heft of the whole experience for people that wouldn't be directly in our normal bubble for exposure. So I don't know if that's going to sink in or not, but I got a robotic email or whatever back from them that they'd look into it and somebody would eventually contact me. So I'm not entirely certain what may come of that, but I think that it'll be an absolute killer time. Their accountant was at Swing Into Summer, and he was telling me just like fantastical things about the stuff that they're going to add to it that's not even in the continuum of the pictures that are already out there. So I got a ticket, and my newest trainee, she's got a ticket. She was at I&I Missy, and some other people were getting rounded up to make sure that they didn't miss it before they closed the window on that. But I think it's going to be absolutely freaking amazing. And I think he said that whole thing's going to be held on a beach setting, so it'll be super easy to get everything, I would think, for everyone, kids included.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It will be being held on a beach, and so far they have not tried to call back in. But, yeah, that's what they were saying. It will be on a beach. It's not seated very deep. Obviously, once once people are walking around on it and everything, that may drive the targets a little deeper. But that'll be part of the fun, right, too.
Exactly. Well, and here's the other thing. John told me the other day when we were BSing about all kinds of natural finds from high-end clientele, platinum rings, gold rings, and aplenty that have been dropped at that beach that have been found by him and his friends there. Real good stuff. So who knows if the natural finds will be just as, up there as the stuff that they're throwing out there too. And if any little miracle floats our way, and I'm able to work out anything as just an intermediary to assist to get that Guinness thing, if that thing sticks in any way, that'd be incredible to be like, oh, well, we got documented for that or something, you know? So
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
absolutely.
really possible, but I put my 2 cents in that, thinking, you know, who knows? If nobody asks a question, it may never come up.
Right, yeah, I agree.
You got them back?
Yeah, we've got at least one of them back here, but somebody's got their player on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
anyway,
shut it
I
off
just wanted to throw my 2 cents in
Sorry.
on that because I thought that might be incredible for everybody. And then they said that all of the sponsors were going to be digging real deep to, you know, hyper promote the event. So if there's people that are wanting to be part of something wild, I really think that it's going to be a good one, especially if we can get any angling on more media, because John said that they had local media from Chicago that were going to hit it up besides the obvious Facebook viral stuff and normal YouTube stuff. And if anybody from Guinness shows up to take a picture, if that goes down, that's going to add another layer to it for sure. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
yeah,
hoping for the best
absolutely.
for 'em, but I just don't know if it's going to stay. So I think that'd be really cool. You're going to be there for sure, aren't you? You going, Josh?
No.
Oh, you don't like that one?
No, the way my schedule is, I may not be able to make that one. We've got, it looks like we've got John or Alan on with us.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I didn't know if I
I'll
was
be
able
quiet.
to be
Go
heard.
ahead, guys.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's kind of here.
now we've got John and Raj, basically. I'm not sure what happened to Alan.
I have no idea. I sent them a text message to call you back.
I was telling him about what we talked about, how I reached out and got that robo email back from Guinness on what if factor, and how you were telling me about the really good natural finds that have happened in that beach in conjunction with the aspect of the potential of the event.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that beach is probably in the most affluential community in Illinois. They are movers and shakers. They're extremely wealthy. It's an extremely wealthy suburb, and
Nice.
it's a lot of guys after our regular hunts, our club hunts, would go out into the lake, and they would have a hard time finding anything of significant value. I mean, it's not all the time, obviously, but yeah,
No.
you do get lucky. You do get, you have to walk over it, obviously, to get it. And it's all, it's a great beach to hunt. It really is. I mean, other than our hunt being there, obviously, it's going to be a great hunt.
Right.
But
Now I think we've got Alan back with us.
Yes, I'm back.
All right.
I'm
Sorry
I
about
was
that.
hiding.
That's, I don't know, it had a little bit of a internet glitch or something there for a second.
Yeah, Alan and I were talking to ourselves for a while. I thought we bored you to death or something, and it just like Alan hanging off.
No, that's the beauty of live radio. You have to be prepared for anything, and Raj happened to call in there too, and he was covering some of the information that he had sent off to Guineas and talking about the beach a little bit and all of that.
Right. So how far into Alan's explanation did we get before we got totally cut off? Do you have any idea? Or?
Raj, you were listening in the chat. I know the audio had kind of bounced out there for a minute, so you may have a better clue than I do.
I had to refresh 3 different times, and then when I saw that it was going down, that's when I used the opportunity to call into you. I heard Alan talking about how they had renamed the reasons, how they had reformulated the club, the old name, and that how you guys were talking about the upcoming event.
Right, and how they've got more and
many,
more stuff going into the ground.
Yeah, the last thing that I heard was Alan talking about the point of the Euro coins, the Roman bronzes, and the other things that
and the Civil War bullets
couldn't be done over here. Yeah, exactly. Because you're gonna have that's a real challenge up north around here to get something good unless you got a really good special spot.
Right, so it's a nice, so far, they've got a nice eclectic mix of things being seeded. Plus, they've got raffles going on, too.
Yeah,
yeah,
what you're
lots
going
of
to have,
raffles.
there's a $5 gold coin being raffled off. A $5 U.S. gold coin, I'm sorry. There'll be machines. There's going to be a lot of other prizes all mixed in. We're still working on the prizes yet, but we have a few months for that. But in the ground, like I said, pardon me?
Go ahead, I'm sorry. No, I was just going to go through really quick what some of the raffles were.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we're doing for raffles, we have a $25 roll of the presidential coins. We have the Gold Eagle, the $10 Gold Eagle. We have 2 boxes of I call it the 4-pack of silver rings. There's 2 sets. We have 2 sets of 4 bronze Roman coins. We have a silver Roman coin donated by one of our local coin shops that we go to in Libertyville. They're called Costas Coins. We have 1, 2, 3 silver dollars. 1, 2, 3 Benjis, and a 2-pack of 1962 Washington quarters. And the list is going to go on. We have 4 tokens for $25 Dunkin' Donuts cards. We have stuff for the kids. And what we're doing also is we're doing it's a 40 key. It's 40 or 50 keys.
50.
Treasure box. 50. So we're going to take 50 keys, and we're throwing them out on the last hunt. And those keys of the 40 or 50, one of those keys will open the treasure chest. And I believe right now we have 2. Alan, do you remember the amount of scrap silver we're throwing in there? Just the scrap silver, not even the.
As of right now, it's about 18 ounces of silver.
That was a pretty impressive picture.
Yeah, it was. I was too. I was impressed. I took it and I was impressed. But we're also going to throw in a few slicks. We're going to throw in maybe a couple $50. I'll throw in for my stack. So we want it to be a memorable first event for everybody. Everybody around. For us, it's more of the hard work, that it takes to put into a hunt, and just to watch everybody that's satisfied, and it's going to be cool to see. I'm not really a people pleaser. I'm a people watcher, but I like to see people happy, and that's what we're trying to do here. And I think it's going to work out well. I mean, did you really look at the extravaganza list that we have running for this hunt?
Yeah, I was surprised, and that's something else that we should probably explain to the listeners too. Is this isn't all in one hunt? I mean, it's all on one day, but it's throughout multiple hunts. And you guys have got quite a fair amount of silver and other items that are being seeded onto the beach for these hunts.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a 3 event.
Hey, John, did you mention all those silver rings from the picture too? There was a plethora of those that you guys were putting out there.
That was a big pile.
Well, in the ground, there's going to be 200 silver rings, and actually one of the rings. One of the rings is actually over an ounce of silver. Wow.
That's a big ring.
Yeah, it's huge. It is huge.
Yeah.
It actually covers, I don't know if it was a toe ring or 2 fingers or 2 toes, but it's big.
Oh, it's
it's over an ounce of
finger ring.
silver.
I know the one you're talking about. That's the 2-finger ring. It looks like Jabba the Hutt could wear it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big and it's over an ounce of silver by itself.
Wow, somebody's going to like that.
Diamonds in them. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how the different hunts are named for what's going to be in it. The rings and rosies are the rings, the Roosevelt dimes. Then there's going to be V-nickels, or a lot of bits of everything.
Yeah.
I can go through the list if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead and one of you run through the list,
Okay.
whether it's John or
Go ahead,
Alan
John.
or.
I got the list in front of me. So hunt 1. So first thing is early check-in is 8:30. First dig is 10:30. And we all know how fast hunts go, right? So even if you're driving 2.5 hours, you're going to get home by dinner. You can just tell your wife to make it a little later.
Right.
We're not going to rush through the hunts, right? We're not going to rush through the hunts. But we know, if there's 150 people, it's going to last 15, 20 minutes. So this is what we're doing. So it's going to be early check-in 8:30. First dig is 10:30. After that first dig, there's going to be figure to be over about maybe 11:15. So we're going to have 2 food trucks there. You guys break for lunch. During that hour and a half break for lunch, and the reason it's an hour and a half is because the people that are bringing children, who, by the way, 13 and under can hunt for free, we're going to have a kids hunt. So we're going to give those parents with children, so they don't have to, slam the food. They can take their time, take the kids to the hunt, and get ready for hunt 2. So hunt 1 is, we're calling it 5 and dime. It's 800 silver war nickels, 300 buffalo, 250 Z nickels, plus 620 rosies. So it's rosies, and there's going to be some other dimes, but that comes later.
And tokens.
Of
There'll
course.
be tokens in the hunt also.
Every hunt. Hunt 2 is rings, Romans, and rosies. There's 200 silver rings, 400 bronze Roman coins, 100 3-ringers, 410 rosies, and prize tokens. And then, hunt 3 is, I called it the U.S. Mint. We really couldn't think of a name, but pretty much everything.
And that's the big silver, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the only clad that's coming in this hunt is the silver war nickels, the buffalo, and the beef. Everything else, because they're 35%. The U.S. Mint is everything: the halves, dollars, silver, rosies, Romans, mercs, quarters.
Tokens.
There are 80 barber $half going in that hunt also.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's not, because if I remember right, it's like $150 for the day.
125, but anybody can pay 150 if they like. But it's 125.
Well,
take the 150.
We've got Chuck on with us, and they say they're going to give you the good buddy discount, Chuck, and let you come in for 125.
Yeah, I heard that.
Chuck,
Chuck.
They'll let me pay the 150, right?
No, it's
Chuck, I'm
200.
going to tell you what, right now. No. Chuck, for you today and only today, you could send it via PayPal, $24.99.
Okay.
Plus shipping.
No, I've rearranged things. I'll be at your hunt. Alan had asked me to come, and John, and yeah, I'll come over and we'll have a good time. I might drag Frank with me, and we'll come over that day and hit the road early and get over there and have a good time with you fellas.
Yeah, John was a little surprised last night because I had mentioned something about, well, Chuck will be there, and he's like, no, he's going to England, and hopefully I'm not speaking out of turn, but I spoke with him this afternoon, and it sounds like he's going to be there.
Yep, I'm going to be there.
That's great. Thanks, Chuck.
We swung stuff around a little bit, and they'll be able to make your hunt.
Oh, and just so everybody knows, we are working on a couple of hotels. So for those that are coming in the night before, and I know there are.
I would prefer to do that and come in. Now, we'll talk to you about getting there, and we'll come in the night before probably.
And I'm working on that to get some deals cut for these hotels. It's just being tough to get through because we got trying to get something close to where the hunt is. Because where it's located is a very high-end suburb in the city of Chicago.
Okay. And where was that again?
It's in Wilmette, which
Wilmette.
is 2 suburbs north of the city on the lake. I think the cheapest home you're going to find in that town is probably $3 million and go up to maybe 15, 20.
Now, see, that's the beach I need to hunt.
Yeah,
well, there's
the beach
stuff
we're
there.
having it at.
And during the
It's a good
if
time.
you're
I'm looking
at
forward to
8:30
it. You
sign
asked
up,
me to speak for something,
can
and
dig
we'll
on
have
the
a good
beach
time.
only. There is open hunting on the beach
Oh,
and in
good.
the water if you want to.
I'm just going to do the
Before
open
we're-
hunting while you're putting the coins out.
Yes, on the beach only.
Right behind you.
They do not allow it in
Right.
the park.
Yeah, you're not allowed in the park.
Right.
No. So, just to bounce off of Alan, I'm a person that likes, like when I go to DTH, I like to get my hotel right away. So somebody had contacted me prior, and I turned them on to Alan. So I was like, oh, well, what's around? I don't know what kind of deal Alan will get. I don't know what it's looking like as far as what's going on in those neighborhoods for that time. There's a red roof inn that is 4.5 miles from the beach at $73.
Well, that's
And
not
there's an
bad
extended stay
considering the area.
No,
Well,
but I'm
that's
sorry,
in
these are
Morton
the two.
Grove. That's in a different suburb, though.
Right, but
it's
4.5
I'm in
miles
that
from the...
suburb, I need the mount towel on top of the truck, right?
True. Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
it's not
And
that
then
far. But I'm trying to get something closer, too.
Well,
okay, and then there.
Hey, that sounds good.
And 4.5 miles from the beach really isn't that bad.
No, that's
No,
only
it's not. And then there's another hotel. It's in Skokie. It's called the Extended Stay America Suites. Now, I got all this from Expedia.
Mm-hmm.
It's Extended Stay America Suites, Chicago, Skokie. That's 2 miles from the Wilmette Beach, and that's $119 a night.
That's not too bad.
No.
Right.
So
Now,
again,
see,
I'm not trying to take away from Alan's work and doing it, but I like to do stuff early because that's how you get the better deal. And I just happened to see that, and Alan, I'm not trying to take away from what you're trying to do. You know, I'm just letting people know what I found.
And so far, from what I have found, those are going to be your best sites so far.
and the
Okay,
last
good.
time I hunted in Chicago, that's where we were. We were in Skokie.
Ohio Relic Hunter put down the Red Roof Inn in Chi-Town is shared community shower. Well, it is, but the nice thing is somebody can wash your back for you to get the sand off. So, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? That's why I'm staying there. And, what do you say? Oh, wait, the guy comes in with the fire hose. Yeah, like Rocky, right? Like in Rambo. But no, this isn't Wilmette, so it's not, or Morton Grove. It's not downtown Chicago, so you're good. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Ohio.
Oh, like a nice event, and I'll see if John would like to come over here and ride over with us. A few of us come over and work on it. And but right now, we're a month out of a hunt up in Alaska, so
Right,
Oh,
your
wow.
schedule's
Knowing all
getting
that.
full.
but once we get that done, I'll come over to your hunt, fellas.
Oh, that'd be great.
Good
And
time.
we can go out and get some pizza, some real pizza.
Yeah.
Some nice deep dish. You can drown in some cheese if you'd like.
Hey, now nothing wrong with that.
No. Yeah.
How many
Nothing-
tickets do you guys think you have left?
Right now we sold. We're at 60 and then one more, so 61. We sold one more today after club, so we're at 61 right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
we're
need to
looking-
push for a few more to fill it in.
Oh yeah, I mean it is kind of early.
And
You know, I'm
Right,
trying
yeah.
to calm down about that. I kind of freak out a little bit because I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. You know, I kind of freaked out a little bit. I'm just that kind of guy. You know, you're setting up and you want everything to work really nice and really well for everybody. But you know, I'm that kind of guy where I kind of freak out a little bit. but I know there's time. There's time. My staff tells me just relax and shut up. So
yeah,
I
and
do that.
as we with
I try
events
to do
like
that
this,
anyway.
as we come closer to the event, there starts to be more interest in it, more activity in it, and more people start to get their tickets. Then basically,
Yeah.
gets more hectic towards the
Right.
time of the event, and
But I
we've
like
lost
that.
Alan again
It keeps me
somehow.
busy.
Right.
I have to watch Alan. He just lost easy.
I guess, because, I mean, he was here, and then all of a sudden, poof, he's gone, like he hung up on us or something.
He said he got
Wow,
dropped,
that's
and it's
great.
not letting him call back in.
Yeah, hopefully he'll call back in. Of course, I don't know, maybe he heard those rates for that hotel, and he's going, well, I'm booking my room now.
That's funny.
I ain't going to wait. I'm getting my room booked.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The one thing I forgot to mention, we're doing raffle tickets there too. 6 for $10 for the raffle, and then the gold coin raffle they're $10 a piece. I forgot to mail that. I just got a text message. Tell them
And
about the
those-
raffle. So,
Those are, that's a nice gold coin.
Yeah, it is.
Call me back about 40 minutes.
It is. It's a nice coin, and one of our members donated it so we can have a nice hunt. So I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, can't beat that at all. Definitely.
No.
And that will be a draw. People love gold.
Yes.
Oh, who doesn't love gold?
Right. Of course, they'll. I mean, there's plenty of people out there. They just love raffle tickets. Period. They don't care if it's for gold coins, silver coins, detectors, whatever. I know we had
the other thing.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking off the cuff. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to mention. Once we reach the 150, we're gonna do a drawing where it's gonna pick a number from 1 to 50. That person's gonna get their money back, so they'll be attending for free. I thought that was a nice little thing we're gonna do too. Yeah. So
nice.
we're trying to make it. Yeah, we're trying to, we're not trying to throw people in, but we're trying to make it mouthwatering. We want people to come. I mean, honestly, if you're worried about making that money back, if you don't make it back by 5 minutes into your second hunt after the first hunt, you really shouldn't have a metal detector in your hand. I mean, let's be honest.
It's amazing with these seated beach hunts how quick a beach gets picked clean.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. On getting the beach cleaned, I learned a lesson out in Indiana.
Yes, you
better
did.
have a pretty good sized area if you got a good number of people, because they will clean it in a hurry.
We picked that thing clean in probably less than 10 minutes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so even after the hunt, when we leave, if you guys want to stay and hunt the beach, I mean, be our guest, and there's nothing. The beach is technically closed as far as for people that want to normal summertime stuff, but they'll let you detect, they'll let you do whatever you want. Just do not.
That's cool.
Stress this enough. Do not bring your detector into the park. They will take it. They don't care. They'll give you a ticket if they can give you. They'll think of something to make more money because people ruined it. That detecting at that park, they ruined it.
Wow.
And yeah, and unfortunate for us, Helen and another couple guys from our club, couple gentlemen from our club, are real friendly. The woman that runs the area is really friendly with us. And, she was not reluctant at all because she knows that we know that they're not going to play, as far as that goes. And we respect that, and we respect their decision on to do that. And it's been peas and carrots between us and them. So it's going to be pretty much on, if you're a knucklehead and you want to take that risk, go ahead.
Man, Now, how does for parking, what do you got there?
Over 250 spaces, and that's just off the beach. And then you could go up. So if you go in off of the Lake Street area, you could park around. There's like a driver on it. It's like a giant boulevard type parking. So you park only on the one side, but it's walking distance. You just walk down the steps from the hill. So we're plenty of room. We have plenty of room for setup. Again, if you, Chuck, or we invited a couple other people that do podcasts and are YouTube people and such. We invited them if they wanted to set something up. We're not charging, obviously. Be more than happy to set up whatever you want.
With a detector myself and not set up a tent or anything like that, simply because of logistics.
No, that's fine, but it's there. What I'm saying is we're making it available. If that's what whoever is there wants to do, if they want to do that, that's fine. We invited Amanda and Gypsy. We invited quite a few people, actually. And, of course, everybody's checking their schedules. But if you want to bring something, set up a table, you're responsible for that table. I don't have volunteers enough to watch your table for you if you decide to hunt. But if you want to come and promote a book, hand out stickers, whatever, nothing political, you're more than welcome to do it. We're going to have
Don't
two
worry,
food
there
trucks
won't be
there.
anything political, not in Illinois.
Yeah, right. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, for sure. But we're going to have two food trucks there. I had one already set up, and then they called me like a week after, and they backed out. But we are going to for sure have we're going to have food for sure, because this is like that kind of a suburb where the closest place to get something to eat is like 3 miles away.
Oh.
So it's really, it's all houses there. There's really, it's far and few between to find anything anywhere. We're also going to have, because we have this kind of money, for security purposes, we have a Cook County sheriff that we're hiring. We're hiring a retired Chicago police officer, and if need be, we may get a Wilmette off-duty police officer. And what we're doing is they're obviously one's going to be at our table with all the prizes in gold. One's going to be at the entrance gate, and one's going to be roaming. And everybody's going to get an IMDA lanyard with their name tag. So when we go on the field, if we say, look to your left. If he doesn't have a lanyard on, he's wrong. Let us know. If they come out, I'm going to ask him to step off the field. If he doesn't leave, I don't play. I'm going to get on the mic. I'm going to call one of those police officers and ask him to leave. If the guy then refuses to leave the area, he will then be arrested for trespassing. We have the whole entire beach. We're just using 3/4 of it. Because people need to go in and out and whatnot. So, the first time
you're having a registration table you go to pick this stuff up?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Everything's going to be right when you get there. You're going to see the giant table. You'll see our flag. My wife will be at the table. She'll be handling the check-ins, and there should be a police officer standing there. So it's just more for your sake as the guest, that you feel safe. It's for our sake that all this money that we have laying around is going to be protected, and it makes it easier that nobody has to worry about anybody coming in, starting an issue. Not that there would be there, but you never know. I mean, this is advertised now. This is on Facebook,
right?
Podcast, so people will know, and people will try to red leg in, and that's not going to happen. And not on my watch, and it's not right. It's not right to you, and it's not right to, the people that are working.
And another thing we should mention too, if I remember right, attendance is capped on this hunt, correct?
Yes.
So
yes, it's capped at 150. Yeah, it's capped at 150. if there's a really hard push and there's a lot of people looking, we may increase it, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I mean, we put in well over what we wanted to for the 150, so it doesn't matter if other people come in. It's not a big deal to even it out. You know what I mean? As far as the seeding goes. So we're just more worried about the 150 right now. And again, if there's a huge push from other people that want to join, we'll consider it, and we won't have a problem with it. And unless you want to you're letting me know now that you're bringing 200 people. Chuck, I mean, if you're bringing half the fire department with you, then then we'll open it up to 170.
Well, Chuck did say he was bringing a few guys with him.
I'm going to attempt that. We'll see who's available on that, but I'll get my stuff off to you in the mail, and we'll see if Frank wants to come along, and John. And
that would be awesome.
John can do his YouTube thing. He likes to do that YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Everybody's
available. I know time off for him sometimes is limited.
Right.
Right. I get it. I have quite a few friends that are firemen in Chicago, and a lot of them that are police, and their schedule is just, they can't really plan anything anymore because it's out of bounds with the stuff that they want them to do.
Right.
So I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. But it sounds like you've got a pretty good hunt plan so far.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think it is. There's really not much else I could put in the hunt. I mean, I think we've really overextended everything that we need to do to entice people. Now it's just, like you said, it's time, and it's letting people, find out what's going on in their time span. Are they available to come out? And
right.
There's nothing else I can do. I mean,
Yeah, whether or not their schedule is open and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope it is. I wish I could do 500 people. I mean, I'm sure everybody that does a hunt wishes they can get a ton of people. But it's our first hunt, so we're excited, and I'm kind of nervous. I'm like that dad outside the waiting room, waiting for the baby to be delivered.
And there are plenty of times too that when people do that first event like that they get the interest in it and everything. Some people show up, maybe some people don't. Then those that don't see how things went, and next thing you know, the second time around it grows bigger and better, and the third time it's there again. Right. It grows again. So you just have to wait and see what happens, and plan for the worst, hope for the best, and keep your fingers crossed.
Jitters, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. First time jitters are the hardest, man.
Right. And then...
This is for me.
And then as you get closer to the event, then it comes the pulling out of the hair time. Things just get so hectic.
Hey, John, this is Raj. I wanted to say something. I got about 5 or 6 people in my bubble trying to consider their logistics right now for what they can do to plan out. Hopefully all of them can join. My newest trainee, she just got that ticket a couple days ago. I sent you the message on, and then inadvertently, just so you know, in case this comes up for transition or you got to reutilize it, Glenda Turner, one of the other people that I trained in my bubble, she had a big old stroke like 2 days ago. So I don't know if she's going to be well enough to be able to make it or not. I talked to her on the phone and found out about it, and then she said she's trying to go through all the whatever therapy things of the onset of that to gain her motion back, and is definitely not wanting to miss it if she can even hobble out there at all. But she's not sure what the turnaround time frame will be.
Health is more important, man. If she wants to come, I mean, she's more than welcome to come, and if she just wants to watch, nothing against doing that. You know what I mean?
She may even do that because she said she didn't want to miss it, but she said she's trying to organize being with it enough, and then also she's going to get somebody else to drive up there, and then Michael Michael, I can't ever say his Trockler or whatever, that does the coils that was at. Yeah. He said he wasn't even paying attention to it, and I cycled the pictures of the prizes to him when I was talking to her, and he said he definitely wanted to go and was probably going to be driving up from Staunton, so it's possible I might even ride with him. We haven't figured it out yet, but I don't know if that helps her any, if she's well enough or not by that point. I'm just throwing that out there for what if.
Right. Oh yeah, no, that's great. I hope her health is better. I hope she.
Yeah, we certainly wish her a speedy recovery.
She could always. Absolutely.
Yes.
There's going to be another hunt, and there's always something going on, So, yeah, I mean, I hope she gets better. I mean, I'd rather have her get better than worry about coming to attend.
Yeah. I told her the same thing, but I said if she was stable enough or whatever and thought she could make it, let me know, because I might be riding up with Michael in the event.
There's a question in the chat here. Are sand scoops needed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'll need a scoop.
Hunt. Yeah, it's a beach hunt for sure.
There you go.
Well, at least we got that question answered for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That comes.
They should check every hunter at the gun for a gate. Well, no, we're not in Chicago. If we were hunting in Chicago, it would be flak vest, helmets, and your own weapon. Ohio relic hunter. Yeah, you need all that stuff. But no, we're in Wilmette. I think the only thing you'll get hit with is a dirty look from the Karens that live there. To be honest with you.
Right.
Yeah. So, nope, looking forward to it, fellas.
Good.
Yeah,
we're looking forward. I'm glad you're coming, for sure.
It sounds like it'll be an interesting time. I'll be interested in seeing all the photos posted up and everything, and how things roll out for everybody.
Yeah, well, we have photos everywhere. On most of the Facebook page groups that I'm in, they're nice enough to allow us to go ahead and to post. So, but for sure on Facebook, it's Chicago Dick Fest. And for Facebook, it's for that. And then on our club site, Facebook page is Illinois Metal Detecting Association. You have to spell it out.
Right.
It won't pop up as IMDA. But yeah, they'll be. And I think you have photos too. Is that correct?
Do what?
You have photos also? Did you say? Did I send you photos or no?
I've got a photo of the flyer.
Oh, the flyer. Okay.
But it'll be interesting to see people posting up the things that they recovered off the beach while they're, after the hunt is done.
Yeah, that's true. And if you don't have, here's something else to think about. There's going to be so much in this sand. I made a joke today. Not really a joke. I made a comment at our club meeting today that, if you don't have your detector, you can always just drag your scoop in the ground. You're going to get something. You're at least going to for sure get your money back. Just walk and drag. You'll get, you know what I mean? Bring your scoop and just start dragging along. You'll pick up stuff for sure.
Yeah, definitely. There's plenty of stuff being seeded that I would imagine most people aren't going to have an issue with what they're recovering, and there's going to be quite a few that are going to wind up recovering more than what they paid in hunt fees.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt. There's not a doubt in my mind that everybody's going to exceed the fee. There's no doubt in my mind.
Right, and then you've got the the raffle items and tokens on top of that, so it only goes up from there.
Yeah, there's about, I'm just going to off the cuff guess, I'm going to say there's about 15 to 16 tokens that'll be in the ground. Oh, between the three hunts, there's going to be at least like 14 or 15. That's just off the cuff, trying to think. So, it's really going to be laden with, it's just going to be like a silver fest, man, or silver extravaganza. There you go. And yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My big thing is we just want people to have fun, and that's what it's about for us. And no, you can't bring a beach cleaner. This guy's from Ohio relic hunter. He wants to bring a beach cleaner. You can after if you'd like.
Bring a beach rake. Yeah, that leave it to Bill. Leave it to Bill. Definitely.
Alan wants to get on. Can I try to? He can't. He's still trying to call back in. Can I see if I could three-way the call from my phone?
He's still
just hold on
trying
for
to
1
call.
second. Let me see if I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can give it a
Let
shot
me
if
just-
you want. I haven't seen his call come across here. Otherwise, we'd have brought him in.
It's not going through.
Well, if I need to, I can back out and get Alan back on.
No. Hold on.
That shouldn't be the issue, because, we did have him on. We had you and Alan and
Raj.
Yeah, we had you and Alan and Raj and John all on here, and everybody is still here. It's just Alan is not.
He's here. I found him.
I'm here. I couldn't log back in. It
Huh.
wouldn't let me. I kept hitting the phone number to call back in, and it's saying call failed. But then a thing came on saying you're calling a cell phone. It'll be $10 to call in. And it wouldn't let me call in, so then I went to get in. So
we got to get that fee money back somehow.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody's got a pretty good racket going here that I need to get in on.
1-900 high tones.
Yeah, if we're charging people $10 to call into the show, somebody needs to be kicking something back here.
There you go. Yeah.
We got to pay broadcasting fees somehow.
For sure. So, Alan, were you able to listen? Did I miss anything? I'm trying to think.
No, I couldn't. I tried to log in so I could put comments in, and it wouldn't let me do that either on my phone.
Oh, wow.
So I lost the sound then.
Do
you have an Apple One? Is that what you have? An Apple One or an Apple II?
What, my phone?
Yeah.
It's an Apple 10.
Oh.
I was listening, but I tried to log in so I could type comments in, and it just wouldn't let me do it.
Did it try to charge you $10 for that too?
No, that was the $10 was trying to get back in the phone call on the conversation with you guys. I have no idea. And it just says on my iPad, call failed. And there's like 10 of them.
I'm going to have to try to figure out who's running a racket there and give them my PayPal address. That way they can start sending some of that to me.
That'd be a good thing for you.
Right, yeah. I'm not going to complain. I won't turn it down.
Of course not. What I said here sounded like you covered everything.
Your phone is horrible.
I was talking, and all of a sudden I was just gone, and it wouldn't let me log back in.
That's weird.
Yeah, it would start to
that
ring,
is,
and then it would go to that other screen.
Everybody else
put it through, and I'll read you.
Everybody else has been here the whole time.
I don't know. But here it's okay. Start call. You go through, and here you just tried to call the number. Call phones at affordable rates by choosing one of the following options. Your Skype credit, call and SMS anywhere with affordable rates of $4.99, $9.99 to $24.
Okay, yeah, you were, since you're calling the Skype line, if you don't have a Skype calling plan, it would want you to purchase Skype credits or something, but that's the only thing I can figure anyway. That's why normally I call the guests, because I carry all that stuff.
But I was on without it before. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
going
weird.
crazy.
Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters.
Right.
So we still on then?
Yeah, we're talking right now. People are listening. You complain.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'll shut up.
He's already, 50% of the listeners are going, if he's charging $10 to call in, I'm never calling into the show.
Yeah, right.
That's it. No more calls.
I'm looking forward to it, you guys. And it should be a good time, and hopefully the weather's nice. Usually early October is pretty nice up along the lake.
Yeah, it is a rain or shine event too. By the way, that I know we failed to mention.
Yep,
but it doesn't really get that bad.
Yep, yeah, bring your frog togs.
And don't forget to bring your scoop.
There you go.
Right. Yeah, somebody did ask in the chat if they needed a scoop, and it's, you can do it by hand if you want, I guess, but yeah, a scoop would be advantageous.
Well, in our club hunts, there are people sometimes that go through with pinpointers because the stuff is very near the surface, but that's going to take you a lot longer. You'll get a lot less targets.
Right.
Cool.
So to maximize your potential, a scoop is definitely a benefit.
Oh, for sure.
Without a doubt.
Cool.
Somebody just texted me and asked if Alan was technologically challenged.
I am not. Well, maybe.
Just a little.
Just to be determined.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do? Sometimes you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, drop back 10 and punt.
There you go. Well, fellas, I'm going to get out of here. I'm looking forward to the hunt. I'll be in touch with you, Alan and John, and we'll see when we get set up. Okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
Good, Chuck. Thank you.
Hey, Chuck, just
yeah,
do me a
it'll be a
favor.
good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Do me a favor when you sign up, right? And you do all that stuff, and you go to PayPal. Make sure you do the friends and family thing.
Oh, yeah.
Too many people clicking the other one, and it's like it's got to chase them. It's crazy. They charge an insane amount of money to do that. I do want to give a shout out though to Casey over at DTH. I wanted to let them know that Hawkeyes rule. That's all I got to say before we go. Just big Hawkeyes fan. I know, and
I think maybe tell you Iowa State.
Yeah, but see, you know what? That's where you just look at them and nod your head and smile. Yeah. So real quick, funny. He posted on Facebook that he was actually very near my house, and he was going to be at this event, this medieval times, and luckily for him, I saw it when it was 3/4 of the way through the show that he was attending, because I was running out the door to go to our local dollar bill store here, and I was buying yellow and black crepe paper, and I was going to decorate his car. It's a big I love Iowa Hawkeyes. And as I noticed the time when I was in line, I'm like, shit, I'm not going to make it there on time. So I put it back. So he made that one out by the skin of his teeth.
Oh, he dodged a bullet there then.
But, I don't care what he says. Deep down, you just look at him. You can tell he's a Hawkeye fan. So that's
well,
I can hear him screaming at you right now.
Right. That's all right. Keeps him on his toes that way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, I'm glad you're going to be
out here. Let's finish up. And it sounds like a great event coming up. And folks, I'd probably highly recommend that you go over and give it a try. I know the Bortners were talking about it. That'd be fun. Maybe the famous Bills could come to Chicago.
Oh, I don't know if Chicago would ever be the same.
Oh, probably not.
I don't know. I could take. Do they like to jog? Because I could take them on the west side about 2:00 when all the knuckleheads wake up. We can tell fast they can make it to the north side.
Night all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the call, Chuck.
Man. Yeah, and Chuck, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, man. You bet.
All right. Well, You guys got anything else to add to that?
No, I just want to thank you and your listeners for allowing us to come here and share our hunt with you guys. And, if there's any other questions, they can hit us up, like I said before, on either one of our pages, either the Chicago Dig Fest page on Facebook or at the Illinois Metal Detecting Association page on Facebook as well. But thank you guys very much for allowing us to come. We had some technical issues, and some of us had some real technical issues. but
now.
Yeah, well, get rid of that 10, the iPhone 1, and catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, again, thank you, everybody. I know Ohio Relic Hunter. Thanks for making me laugh. I've been reading your texts here, and you're a funny guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he's a good guy for sure, definitely. And it looks like we've still got Raj on with us too. Anything you've got to add to that, Raj?
No, nothing really right now. I'm going to go do my circles to see who I can get tickets to go join the fanfare. Like I said out there, I think it's going to be a great time for absolutely everybody. And I've got some updated beach settings I'm going to use to try to maximize out, see what we can get to happen. I think if the Guinness thing goes through for us, I think that could be a real positive for outward exposure for everybody that's interested in the bubble. So I'm going to keep a tight eye on that, and then cross-inform John and Alan if I get any action on that beforehand.
Well, that would be great, Raj. And I want to thank you for bringing that up to our attention, not only on the show here, but when we were talking the one-on-one when we were talking earlier this week. But even if they don't mention our club, let's say that there was a metal detecting event. The fact that metal detecting now becomes, if it happens, it gets more recognized nationally. I mean, there's a lot of people out, right? Because we know about it. But if you think about all the other people that have no idea about metal detecting, and they you walk off the beach and you get the smart ass that goes, "Hey, did you find your treasure?" You kind of want to hit them back with a smart remark, but you don't. But there are people.
Yeah, you know what I do now when I get those comments? This is exactly what I tell them. I was like, no, I'm not metal detecting. I'm like, I'm out at the gym. How much do you pay a month for the gym? Every time I go out to exercise, it pays me.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I get paid to lose weight. Yeah. They're like, what?
Yeah.
And that's how my conversation starts, because I hate that.
Could really throw them for a loop and just tell them you're hunting for landmines.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, right. Or I tell the little kids we're hunting for worms because we're going fishing. That's my favorite one. Yeah.
You do
that? Sure.
Here's a funny one for you guys. It was a couple of years ago. I was out water hunting, and there was some kid. He kept coming over, watching me. Just a little kid, kept hollering. He's like, "Hey, mister! Hey, mister!" And finally, I turn around and I'm like, "Yeah, can I help you?" He says, "Are you looking for fish?" All I could do was kind of laugh and said, "Yeah, you got me, And I went on with my hunting, and he left me alone. About 15 minutes later, there's this kid up on the shore. He's jumping up and down, waving his arms, hollering, "Hey, mister! Hey, mister!" And I look over and he's like, "I found them! They're right over here!" pointing in the water.
That's great.
That's funny.
I mean, what do you do? Funny. All you can do is laugh.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. It was something else. And you guys know, you see it quite often too when you're out. We get asked all sorts of questions, and that was the first time that I had ran across that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I've never heard that one.
Yeah. I had been out magnet fishing one afternoon, and some guy come by. He says, "You having any luck? What are you fishing for?" And I guess I didn't have a filter or couldn't stop it in time, and just fired right back, steelhead. And he just kind of got this strange look on his face, and he's like, "You've been asked that question a lot, haven't you?" Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess I have. But hey, you gotta have some fun with it.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. For sure. Well, hang in there with me, guys, and we'll roll on out of here. For everyone else, if you enjoyed, make sure and throw us a like. Don't forget, check out the Illinois Metal Detecting Association, and you can get all the information on the hunt over there as well. We're back Wednesday with a guest, and man, they're a talker. And I think that's what I'm gonna need Wednesdays. We'll see. I may have to leave them do most of the talking Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, we're gonna roll on out of here. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I'll be back to you in a minute, John.
All righty.